Okay, so we just talked about compromising relationships, but what if you're still looking to find the right match?
All right, here's this one. The dating platform Plenty of Fish recently encouraged singles to step out of their comfort zone and date someone different from their usual type. So, Jen, we wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, totally.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
When I have talked with a lot of couples, most people don't marry their type.
Right.
They usually marry somebody very different. And so I think it's worth that. And I think you really limit yourself if you're only looking for a certain type of person. You really don't know until you expand it. And I've done this myself, so I can say that it's been very beneficial.
I feel like the later you get in life, you know, the older you get, you develop this checklist
Yes.
of things that you're looking for in a partner. So by the time, say you're 40 and you're dating, I mean, your checklist is
very long. Yeah.
So it can be hard to go with something that is not a part of that list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, you have to be willing to just see, all right, what are my core things that are non-negotiables for me?
Right.
And that list can't be 20 things, right? Like,
Yeah.
mostly there's like 5 or 6 things, right? Of like, these are the non-negotiables. But other than that, open up to people that are different ethnicities, different body types, you know, different, I like guys with beards. So I've been trying to date guys that maybe don't have a beard. You know, I'm trying not to have the limitation
Really
there.
stepping out.
Hey, can you grow one though? That's all that matters.
Yeah. But you have to step outside of it. No matter how small or how big, I think it's beneficial for them to be able to push people to be, you know, to date outside of their.
I know the taboo subjects are always like not stepping outside. Like if they're a different religion than you, or have like a different political affiliation.
Yeah.
Are those still big no-nos?
Those could be really tough. I won't say that they're not impossible. They're impossible. I just think you have to be very open. Both people have to be very open to those conversations, and sometimes have to have a limit before, like, in those conversations.
Well, you know, you brought up something in our last segment about compromise, like with codependency and feeling safe or, you know, secure or comfortable. And I think that that's part of this, is that people don't want to step out because dating is exhausting.
Absolutely.
It's exhausting, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So dating can be exhausting, and I think that if we think that we're on the right path with our checklist, like Mikey brought up, that we're more likely to find our match. So how do you do it? How do you lean in fully to the unknown?
Well, you have to have fun with it. You know, like I think a lot of times people go in, and sometimes I hear in therapy, people are like, it sounded like I was being interviewed. People don't want to feel interviewed on a date of like all the questions, right? The checklist questions. You have to be able to have fun and let the person see who you are as much as you're seeing who they are. And really just know your limits too. If it starts to feel exhausting, take a break. Take a pause, and that's okay too. But I think, like, as you said, getting older, you ask different questions, but don't hit them all with it during the first date. Spread it out a little bit.
And I understand how the dating websites work. You know, this is coming from Plenty of Fish to step outside your comfort zone, but aren't they trying to match you with your similar interests? So aren't they kind of like, some of these sites kind of pushing you towards a certain?
Well, I think that, and they have their own algorithm too, right? And if you've done any type of dating app, you have a few indicators. If you have to pay extra to have the real serious ones to see who's really going to be a match for you. But again, like, they're a match, but that doesn't mean that the chemistry is going to be there, the energy is going to be there, right? There's still a whole lot of other factors that are not there listed, but I think they just want people to be open-minded so that they can have more of a pool to date from.
I think it's all about taking a risk. Because there's nothing that's guaranteed. Even if you match up with that person 100%, that does not mean that it's going to last.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, step out of your comfort zone, people. If you're
definitely
interested in checking out more of Jenifer's content, we're going to have a link to her Instagram at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.